The ground suddenly started to collapse, and the workers quickly fled. Nearby, a chemical drum warehouse was about to fall, holding toxic substances. If it fell into the hole, it would contaminate the area's water supply. The high IQ team had no choice but to call in trucks to move the chemicals. However, the sinkhole was expanding too fast. To reduce the water pressure, one team member quickly went down into the well to open the valve. Suddenly, the support rod snapped and the well cover got deformed, getting stuck. The water quickly rose to the team member's neck. In a desperate move, a teammate came up with the idea to build a manual generator. The workers turned the motor and sparks flew as the cutter worked on the well cover. The water was already above the team member's head, and the teammate urgently pushed the workers to turn faster. Finally, they cut through the cover and managed to pull the teammate out, but opening the valve was a step too late. The drum warehouse was about to fall into the sinkhole, and there was still one worker on the tower. The man suggested setting up a large net beneath the warehouse to catch both the warehouse and the worker. Once they were ready, they were about to cut the ropes. But the worker on the tower had injured his leg, and the warehouse was on the brink of cracking. The man and another worker climbed onto the warehouse to rescue him, but the man accidentally fell.
No! No!
The worker quickly pulled him back up. The man helped the injured worker as they climbed back onto the warehouse, but it couldn't hold much longer and was about to crack. The three of them rushed back to the ground, but the chemicals still leaked, putting the city's drinking water at risk. When everyone was at a loss, the man had an idea: frozen yogurt. If they could turn the toxic water into a solid, it wouldn't seep into the groundwater. The chemicals contained fluoride, and by adding lime they could mix it in. They quickly sprang into action, spreading the lime, and a friend brought over a few turbine mixers. Within minutes, the toxic water solidified and turned as hard as rock. But just then, the woman noticed the man's foot was tangled in wires. As she was about to warn him, she accidentally fell.